Ads and vibes as we go all across Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, all the way to Tanzania to give you nothing but the best on Afro Thursday. Make sure you make a date with us each and every single Friday with me, DJ_Liza Diva,
DJ Cold,
and me, Wanjiko. This is Club One Extra.
Unanifanya nisikie kunyongwa Hatija ai Mani especially ukisonga.
Absolutely no way. You should keep it.
Come on, what's going on? Why did you bump into the door? Who is that?
Put your feelings aside for now and focus on your work.
Last night we agreed that we won't flirt anymore, and it hasn't been 24 hours yet. Why did you break your promise?
Don't be jealous over there. That one, I cannot touch.
A very good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for watching KBC Channel 1. This is the Lunchtime News. My name is Betty Kiptum and Brian Moraro is my colleague on the sign language interpretation. Now, the President's tour of Nairobi is on its second day and he is in Mathare constituency. Of course, today he was supposed to have launched a construction of 800 dormitory of St. Teresa's Secondary School in Mathare. That has already been done. Currently, you're looking at pictures of the Mathare social housing project that he is set to break ground for its construction. You can see those are pictures coming to you live from the Mathare Affordable Housing Project in Mathare. Of course, the President William Ruto is set to, Well, that is President William Ruto there launching the construction of that affordable housing project in Mathare. Abdiaziz Hashim, my colleague, is on the ground and shall be updating us on that particular tour. Now, a land dispute in Malindi, Kilifi County turned tragic after one person was shot dead while a middle-aged woman sustained gunshot wounds and is currently receiving treatment at Malindi Sub-County Hospital. Several others were injured in the violent clash that erupted over the ownership of a 3.5 piece of land in Kijiwa along the Mombasa-Malindi highway. The confrontation began when a group of armed youth stormed a construction site, attacking workers who were building a perimeter wall. The attackers vandalized tools and demolished parts of the wall, escalating tensions between rival factions. The body of the deceased was moved to the Star Hospital mortuary in Malindi town as authorities launched an investigation into the incident.
Ni court order ya high court hii mnaiona, mnaifocus mona haya. Pepa hii inatoka katika county yetu, government of Kilifi County, kuthibitisha kwamba hii property ni ya mtoto aitwa Ilham Ali Didi pamoja na mwingine ambaye aitwa Abubakar. Huyu Abubakar amedhulumiwa.
Sisi tunataka kuambia mvamizi wa aina hii yoyote kwamba sisi tutasimama na watu wetu. Hatuwezi kumwacha mtu yoyote adhulumu mwingine kwa sababu yeye ako na cheo ama ako na tajriba aina yoyote ile.
And I paid 10 million shillings in 2016. And I have all the details concerning this land. So about 1 month ago, someone came and broke the fence at the main entrance, left the entrance, broke the wall and get inside. So when I asked him, why are you breaking this fence? I went to report the matter to the police. they left. Then 4 days ago, they came here, accompanied by the OCS Malindi police station.
Kuna mtu mmoja amefariki, mtu ambaye alikuwa very innocent na akapigwa risasi na sio na maskari, mmoja kati wale gunza ambao walikuja mahali hapa.
Residents of Sokoke in Ganze constituency, Kilifi County, are staring at an imminent cholera outbreak due to shortage of clean drinking water. The residents have been forced to rely on small dams, which are also used by livestock and wild animals. In the Bungale area, although the water they rely on is dirty, residents have been forced to take turns protecting the small dam to prevent the water from further contamination. The residents now want the government to intervene as cholera cases are already being reported in local dispensaries. A similar situation is affecting residents of Forodoyo and Mitsedzeni areas.
Kuna ndovu walikuja wakaoga ndani, kuna mifugo hapo nyuma walikuja wakaoga ndani, inabidi tunakunywa hivyo hivyo. Hiyo maji hata uchotewe kwa kikombe na munai, utadhani si maji, ni chai ya maziwa.
Mshirikiane huko, mtuletee maji. Hata wanafunzi hapa mara kwa mara wanapelekwa hospitali kwa sababu haya maji ambayo wanakunywa si maji safi, na ni asubuhi waje wachote hapa alafu waende shule.
Hata sasa tunakesha hapa ili kwamba wasije ndovu akaharibu hii maji. Na ni kwamba sisi hatuwezi kuzuia ndovu, lakini kwamba kuna hatari. Tunaomba kama serikali inatusikia, itusaidie, ipanue hii binesi, na hata kama ni ndovu anaweza kupata maji huko mbele.
Kuna muda nilipitisha department ya maji, na kwa survey yao wakaona kwamba ni pipeline ambayo itahitaji kama kima cha milioni 300, na tumeanza na line ambayo imetumia gharama ya milioni 30, lakini ni line ndogo ambayo yani ni phase 1 ambayo ni line fupi ya kilomita 5.
Political leadership and residents of Kisii and Narok counties have resolved to support current efforts by the government to end incessant border clashes. The long-standing conflict stemming from alleged cattle theft and livestock disputes has claimed lives and resulted in massive destructions within the region.
After a week-long renewed clashes along the Transmara and Kisii border over alleged cattle theft, residents can now breathe a sigh of relief after political leaders in the region agreed to spearhead a truce between the two warring factions to end the recurring livestock dispute. The leaders who converged along the Transmara and Kisii border for peaceful dialogue condemned the violence, urging locals to leverage on lawful resolutions to settle their disputes.
Mtuambie shida yenu iko wapi? Nyinyi wa Kisii na nyinyi wa Masai. Na baada mjasema, bado mnasema tu hivi amani kitu gani? Kama hakuna mbona tusitafute kiini ya hii usione nini?
Tunategemeana kwa mambo mengi. Mnaona hii hasara ilitoka hapa kwa sababu ya hiyo mkorogoro. Lakini tunategemeana tuweke nchi ya amani.
However, the leadership led by Kisii County boss Simba Arati hinted at an alleged orchestrated move by some individuals to escalate the skirmishes for selfish interest.
Kuna factory iko hapa, kuna factory nyingine imeanzishwa. Sasa kuna watu wanasponsor hii vita iendelee. Lakini haya mashirika mawili, choma hiyo miwa, tuone kama tutaanza ile nyingine. Hiyo biashara lazima itaisha.
The violence, which recurred after a group of people allegedly stormed into a neighboring village to repossess stolen livestock, has left more than 3 people dead, scores injured, and property of unknown value destroyed.
Hizi mashamba ziko hapa zimechomwa na ni ya Wakisii na ni ya Wamasai. Vijana wengi wamepigwa mchale, wako kwa hospitali.
Watu wako na mabilioni ya pesa kwa sababu ya internet. Sisi tunapigania ng'ombe.
John Kahiro for Lunchtime News.
The Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union, that is KMPDU, held a peaceful demonstration to express their dissatisfaction over unresolved and persistent issues affecting doctors in Nairobi County. They lamented despite numerous engagements, including signing of a return-to-work formula on the 8th of May last year, the suspension of a strike on the 23rd of January 2025 to allow room for dialogue. These efforts have not borne fruits. They are now calling on the county management to resolve the issues raised, failure to which they will continue with their strike, which continues to compromise services in Nairobi County.
The county has really disappointed us. We've had engagements with them since 2023 and they have fulfilled none of them whatsoever. So today we are here because we want to put pressure to the county so that they can fulfill their promises. Yes. Some of the things which they actually told us, which the county is doing illegally, they're dismissing doctors illegally. Imagine waking up and getting a dismissal letter without any protocols followed, without even a show cause letter, without even any warning letter. And then we have issues of promotions. Doctors are meant to be promoted since 2023. There was a budget for the same. Unfortunately, that has not happened, and we are in 2025.
Very clear. Sometimes they think we are joking. You see, as doctors, we only go on strike once because we know our strikes are not a joke. Patients' lives are at risk. We only go for strike like once in 5 years, sometimes even 10 years, because we don't like doing it. So please, Nairobi County government, we are glad that at last you've taken the seriousness of cleaning garbage in this city, but you're forgetting one serious garbage, the garbage of not taking healthcare seriously. Please clean that garbage up.
Moving on, Murang'a Governor Irungu Kang'ata has credited his Kirinyaga counterpart Anne Waiguru for inspiring key projects in his county, including the Murang'a Youth Service, which has seen 726 trainees graduate in its third cohort. The program is designed to address youth unemployment and equip young people with skills and financial support to set them on a path of economic independence.
During the graduation ceremony held at Kimorori grounds, Kang'ata acknowledged that Governor Waiguru's leadership inspired several of his flagship projects implemented by his government. He highlighted how he also borrowed ideas from Kirinyaga's urban development project to improve infrastructure in Murang'a.
Hii idea ya smart city, mbeleni tulikuwa tunaweka rami, tumeweka hapa Keno, tumeweka pale Maragwa, pale Shumbu, tumeweka pale Kabati, pale Gatura, tukachange idea tuweke kabro. Hiyo idea ya kabro nilitoa mahali inaitwa Kagio ilipofanywa na Governor Waiguru.
On her part, Waiguru lauded Kang'ata's MOS initiative, emphasizing its transformative impact on Murang'a County. She noted that the program's unique approach of ensuring that both the youth and their parents benefit financially is remarkable, emphasizing the need for the counties to learn from each other.
Nchi nzima ya Kenya imetambua ya kwamba Irungu Kang'ata anabadilisha maisha ya watu wa Murang'a.
MYS enrolls 30 youth per ward and runs for 2 months before the trainees transition to TVET institutions for 4 months of specialized training. Since its inception, the Murang'a Youth Service has enrolled 5 cohorts, benefiting over 5,600 young people.
I was very delighted because I realized this is one of the innovative things that Irungu is doing here, which I can learn from.
We are only as strong as we care for the weakest. If we take care of the youth, they will take care of the coming generations.
Joseph Ohungu for Lunchtime News.
Political leaders have been urged to shelve their interests and work towards the unity and prosperity of the nation following the signing of a working pact between UDA and ODM parties. Tom Ojanga, who is a social transformation expert, says the pact will see the realization of the Building Bridges initiative proposed in the last regime and help in the realization of inclusivity and national integration.
If this is implemented, we'll have a better Kenya.
And who knows what happens in 2027? Who knows the constellation? I think it's a good thing that happened, and I trust Ruto is not going to renege on it. And like I said, everything in that MOU is what Raila has wanted to do since the 80s. It's not any different. It's only the partners have changed. But the issues that are addressed in the MOU are the same.
The perennial land conflicts among pastoral communities in Chari and Cherab wards of Isiolo County are set to come to an end after the land ownership process kicked off in earnest. The move, initiated by the Community Land Management Committee leaders from the two wards, will see the communities receive communal land registration, paving the way for the processes of land survey, adjudication, demarcation and issuance of title deeds to protect and manage their grazing lands. Isiolo County CECM in charge of lands, physical planning and urban development, Yusuf Dahir, noted that the development is a major step towards the region's progress. He further called upon the community members to ensure that they set aside adequate land for public utilities like hospitals ahead of the next phase of survey and adjudication.
Ni jukumu ya nao CLMC wakienda on the ground, wakitembea na surveyors, wa identify, waseme hii ardhi tunaweka, tunaitenga kwa hii exercise, so that by the time the title will come out, hii land itakuwa tumesurvey, na kama county government we are going to assist them kwa exercise ya planning na survey. Tutaweka beacons na tuta identify that this land is for public use. Hakuna mtu atajaribu kuingia kwa hii ardhi kujaribu kuchukua ama kutumia for private. So hiyo ndio exercise ambayo ni wahimiza watusaidie ndio tuweze kwamba tuangalie future generation.
Nina furaha sana leo katika ofisi ya CEC Lands hapa kwa sababu tumekutana, tunaleta certificate yetu ya community land registration na tumepokewa mzuri, tumejikakamua, tumejaribu, tumefika kiwango ambaye tumefikia sasa.
And over 30 women in Suba South constituency in Homa Bay County have partnered with the Kenya Forest Services to roll out an initiative aimed at planting tree seedlings and promoting environmental conservation to combat the negative effects of climate change. The group, primarily composed of widows, is also actively involved in environmental conservation activities such as collecting garbage and unclogging drainage systems. Operating under the name Sindo Nursery Women Project, the group aims to grow at least 1.5 million tree seedlings annually. These will not only contribute to environmental sustainability, but also create a source of livelihood for the widows.
It's the Nursery Women Project, which is doing planting trees, doing nursery for seedlings. We are working together with them so that we make sure that every time we have tree planting, we come to them, we buy from them, and we also support their development.
Illegal sand harvesting at Achich Beach in Homa Bay County has left the shoreline severely eroded, threatening the livelihoods of local fishermen. According to residents, the continued extraction could cause the complete disappearance of the beach, which is vital to the community's economy. Meanwhile, as the rainy season approaches, residents of Kobala in Rachuonyo North Sub-County have launched a community initiative to mitigate recurrent flooding caused by River Miriu. Locals are now calling on the government to intervene urgently to halt the destruction and secure their livelihoods.
Shida ile tuko nayo kubwa sana ni beach. Wanachoa mchanga usiku, wanaweka nje, malori inakuja inachukua, barabara imeharibika, beach yenyewe pia imeharibika. Hakuna hata mahali vijana wanaweza kuanika ile neti yao.
Tumeamua tutoke tufanye hii kazi. Hii maji ikijaa inatusumbua. Tumepanda mahindi hapa, tumepanda mboga. Iwezi kufanya vizuri.
We are calling upon the government to assist us with tools
excavator, and food that can assist these people to eat while they are doing this job.
And we're still appealing to like-minded organizations, governments, leaders, that we can still support our people further with a better technology or better machines or tractors that can help in the excavation of these drainages or trenches so that our people reduce the risk of the floods that affect them every year.
Laikipia County Government has launched an ambitious 2-year dam rehabilitation project that aims to provide water for irrigation to thousands of farmers in an effort to boost food security. The project targets to rehabilitate 50 dams across the county. While launching the project at Salama Ward, Laikipia Governor Joshua Irungu said already an excavator had been purchased and they were in the process of acquiring an additional one ahead of the commencement of the project that will extend to all the 15 wards, adding that this initiative will help the farmers produce more food that has been hindered by the dry nature of the county.
Tumezidua mradi wa kutoa matope hapa Nguo Dam na tuko na mashini yetu mpya na tunashukuru sana gavana wetu ametuletea mashini na watu wa Nguo, Pesi na Keriko watakunywa maji.
Hii demu tunajua itatusaidia kwa sababu hapa ndio tunakujia boga, tukakujia nyanya, tukakujia vitunguu.
Sasa tunafurahi leo sababu kwamba kweli maji ikipatikana sisi shamba, yani kwa mimea, hamna siku nyingine tutakuja kutabika nayo.
Kama serikali yetu ya kaunti tumeamua ya kwamba hebu tuwezeshe wakulima wetu waweze kuweka pesa mfukoni, na kuweka pesa kwa mfukoni ni kupitia kwa ukulima, na hatuwezi kutegemea mvua peke yake wakati tunaongea mambo ya food security and wealth creation, and that is the reason tumeamua kama serikali kununua machines zile zitakuwa dedicated kuchimba dam.
And now to Kericho County, where the Governor, Eric Mutai, has warned doctors working in public facilities and their private practices they risk losing their jobs owing to perennial absenteeism. Speaking at Kiprugut Chumo Stadium in Kericho during the issuance of employment letters to 556 health workers, Governor Mutai expressed concern over the growing trend of doctors juggling between public and private practices, jeopardizing service delivery in county hospitals, urging them to prioritize their public service duties or face the sack. The governor said it's unacceptable that about the 75% of county-employed doctors are working as specialists in private hospitals.
It feels so good that I work on facility yetu. It is not business as usual. We want to take care of our people and make our structures work. Kila dispensary kwa village, we are looking forward that tutakuwa na madaktari wawili kwa kila dispensary, so that wakati huyu mwingine yuko, this other one can be at work.
Now, Kitui East Member of Parliament Nimrod Mbai has emphasized the need for equipping the youth with practical skills to enhance their employability in an increasingly competitive job market. Speaking at the Kitui East Technical College during the issuance of a check to support development at the institution, the legislator said technical skills not only prepare the youth for existing jobs, but also empower them to be job creators.
Uhai wa hii TVET mwenye aliitoa na akasaini kuje Zombe ikuje Kitui East ni William Ruto akuwa deputy president. Kwa hivyo kama sio William Ruto wakati ile hatungekuwa na TVET hapa.
2-year-old is seeking bond from Kilifi law courts after he was charged with 5 counts of land fraud, obtaining 35 million shillings by false pretense and impersonation. Daniel Ricci, of Italian descent, was arrested on Friday at Ganda ward of Malindi following a warrant of arrest issued by the Chief Magistrate Court in Kilifi on March 6th. The warrant of arrest was issued after the tycoon skipped court since November 15, 2024. He denied the charges leveled against him, and the prosecution filed an affidavit opposing his application for bond, citing he was a flight risk. Richie was charged on 2 counts as an agent of the seller Gala Holdings Limited with intent to defraud Ravina Beach Gardens. Now, a family in Matunda, Kakamega County is demanding for justice following the death of their 2 kin allegedly shot by police officers. The 2 women met their death during demonstrations that erupted in the area following the death of a man under unclear circumstances. The man is said to have been assaulted by a community policing administrator in the area, leading to the protests that resulted in the death of the 2 women.
Nimehuzunika sana ndani ya moyo wangu kupoteza watoto wangu kwa hiyo umri, watoto ambao hawakuwa na hatia. Serikali, tunaomba haki.
Mimi nikapigiwa simu kwamba watoto wangu wamewawa hapa sokoni. Kufika pale sikupata askari hata moja, walikuwa wameenda na mili pia sikuzipata, walikuwa tayari wamebeba wametoka. Haki tunaomba itendeke, sababu hawa watoto ni watoto wa kike, watoto ambao bado umri wa chini na watoto ambao hawakuwa na silaha zozote.
Sasa mimi nafanya kazi. Sara akanipigia simu akaniambia, "Du, usikuje kona huko sio guzuri, usikuje kona." Sasa mimi nafanya kazi, ndugu yangu akakuja, akaniita, anaitwa Tito. Atiidi kuja koone, sikwenda kwanza, nikadhani maybe ananilia siji vitu gani. Boyina akakuja akaniambia, "Wewe bibi yako amekufa."
Now, the State Department of Education has conducted county-based dialogues across 47 counties in a bid to enhance education quality and address challenges in implementing the competency-based curriculum. The discussions aim to collect feedback from stakeholders to bridge gaps in the education sector and improve learning outcomes nationwide.
In Garissa County, the Director General for Basic Education, Elias Abdi, reaffirmed the government's commitment to fixing challenges in the education sector.
The government is continuously filling these gaps are there. But as you are also aware, of late, government has opened teacher training colleges in this part of the country. Garissa Teachers Training College, for example, was under-enrolled. And what government did was to revise the teacher training college entry.
Leaders from the region are urging the government to address issues such as understaffing, which is affecting education quality in remote and border areas.
We are urging the Teacher Service Commission to ensure that they do what the Presidential Working Committee has recommended. That is, these schools are comprehensive, and that is one school. They should have one classroom, staff room, and this teacher should be one, and they should be under the head teacher and the deputy head teacher.
Meanwhile, speaking at St. Anne's Kisoko in Busia County, Director of Primary Education, Stephen Barongo, emphasized that the feedback collected during the dialogues will help inform actionable changes to ensure smooth implementation of the CBC. Regional Director of Education for Western, Gerard Obiero, also noted that infrastructure improvements are already in place for grade 9 and 10 learners.
And on that note, we take a quick break here on Lunchtime News. When we come back, more news including business and sports. Stay with us.
In Lumumba Estate, hustle is survival.
When a loved one's lost, as rekindled.
What is this good for nothing miscreant doing here?
One estate chairman managing a chaotic estate group.
Catch these exciting shows only on Maisha Magic Plus on DSTV channel 163 and GoTV channel 3.
zimfikie. Ibada ambayo ni rahisi sana katika mwezi mtukufu wa Ramadhani ni kufunga. Ndio ibada nyepesi zaidi kwa sababu unasusia tu chakula, japo njaa huwa na ugumu wake. Lakini kuna mambo mengine ambayo ni magumu zaidi kuliko kushinda bila kula. Idha dakhala Ramadan, pindi Ramadhani inapokuwa ni yenye kuingia, futihat abwabul janna, milango ya janna Allah huifungua milango yote 8 kwa ajili yetu sisi. Milango 8 inafunguliwa kwa ajili yetu sisi kwa sababu ndani ya mwezi wa Ramadhan baraka nyingi zinapatikana.
Welcome back. You are watching Channel 1 Lunchtime News. Now, a section of women in Busia County have been enrolled in climate-smart agriculture, courtesy of a non-governmental organization which trains women on agricultural practices that are environmentally sustainable and economically viable. According to the Village Enterprise Regional Manager, Caroline Wafula, the initiative targets women in remote areas in the county where they are taught new agricultural skills and financial literacy skills to help them thrive in a changing climate. During a women's forum held in Mungatsi, Busia County, Wafula said the women have been organized into groups and clusters where they are being encouraged to grow short-term crops such as vegetables, which are more resilient to climate change.
Organization Village Enterprise, we normally support them with financial literacy, business skills, and also matters on gender and climate change. We realize right now, for them to be empowered or maybe to run a very successful business, they need at least to have support from their men. Those who are married, they need to have support from men. And also we need at least to focus much more on climate adaptation.
Moving on, the State Department for Social Protection and Senior Citizen Affairs, in collaboration with Lumos Foundation Alliance, has established the National Positive Parenting Training Service Center in Embu, which aims to promote positive parenting. Speaking during the launch of the service center, Peter Ochieng, on behalf of the Social Protection Principal Secretary, highlighted that there have been 12 successful training of social development officers and children officers. He noted that the government is committed to strengthen families and eliminate violence against children through enhanced investment in social protection.
Parents really taking active part in the same. The trainers that were there also involve both men and the women. So it is something that is collective, and therefore teamwork is going to help us have a positive impact on parenting in the country.
Hapa ni mahali pataleta mabadiliko kubwa ndani ya jamii, kwa sababu jamii imeangamia na tumeona wazazi hawana nguvu ya kulea watoto. Tumeona watoto wakiwa wanatoka njia za malezi bora.
Wazazi wanaweza kufanya example, kwa mfano wakiwa darasani wanaweza kucheza mchezo ya mimi ni mama, mimi ni baba, mimi ni mtoto, alafu wanaenda wana practice nyumbani hiyo skill kama ku hold family meeting.
Five people have died and 6 others are nursing injuries in a Samburu hospital after they were attacked by unknown people in the wee hours of Tuesday. Reports indicate a group of attackers raided Kilepoi village, causing havoc at homesteads before escaping with herds of cattle. Locals are now calling for improved security to save lives and property.
Kwa jumla tuko na majeruhi 5 katika hospitali zetu, 3 wako huko Baragoi, lakini wote wanaendelea vizuri. Wako na majeraha lakini they are all stable. Na pia kulikuwa na mmoja ambaye wakati anasafirishwa Mara alipata kuaga.
Watu wanauana hapa ndio ujinga. Ng'ombe unasikia imeenda,
hadi madereva na uawa kama juzi vile Baragoi walifanyika. Kitu muhimu tungependa kuambia serikali ya Rais Ruto atuangalie bana.
Hii mambo imetushosha sana mafukara. Sababu kila mara mtu anawawa, ng'ombe sinaenda. Sasa hii mambo imekuwa imetushosha sana. Sasa mimi nilikuwa naomba tu serikali waingilie kati wapate kusaidia, hata kama kuna uwezo tu hizi vitu yenye zinatumika kuiba hizi mali sinyang'anywa watu. Tubaki vile tulikuwa tu kitambo. Sababu hii pinduki imetusumbua sana.
And now it's time for the business news. The acquisition of 2 water pumps with a capacity of 1,000 liters per second each has been welcomed by rice farmers in Ahero and West Kano schemes. Previously, farmers were confined to cropping once in a year in what they said subjected them to losses compounded by other challenges such as limited market opportunities. Weekly Fokech with more details.
The 2 pumps procured by the National Irrigation Authority will be stationed at the Ahero Irrigation Scheme and another at the West Kano Scheme. Farmers have expressed optimism that the 2 pumps will boost their production capacity since they will now be able to plant 2 seasons in a year.
Nimekuwa kwa hii kazi kwa muda na ile shida kubwa ambayo tumekuwa naye ni shida ya maji, sababu zile pumps ambayo tumekuwa naye hapo mbeleni imekuwa mzee. Inapiga maji, inasimamizwa, inapiga maji. Sasa kwa vile tumepata hii kubwa ambayo inaweza kutupatia 1,000 liters per second, tunaona ya kwamba sasa tutafanya kazi vile inavyotakikana.
For the last 5 years, the rice farmers have been confined to cropping once per year, producing only 7,000 metric tons of rice. This will now be doubled to inject over 1 billion shillings into the economy every year. Western Kenya Schemes Manager Kennedy Ouma says the pumps will address water clogging and drainage challenges that had previously hindered maximum rice production in the 2 schemes.
When we experience floods, those lower blocks, they get flooded, and now water getting out of the field is a problem. Now, with this new pump of 1,000 liters per second, it is going to speed up the evacuation of that water back into the lake.
Kenya produces about 300,000 metric tons of rice annually, against a consumption of 1 million metric tons. The 2 new pumps will now boost production by over 10,000 metric tons per year.
Now, for the 2 scheme, with this kind of intervention, we are talking about close to about 1.6 billion Kenya shillings that will be able to be injected into the economy from rice production.
So we are rest assured that the farmers are not going to scramble for water. The farmers will be able to go double crop because we use only to 1 crop. The farmers will be able to do horticulture.
Crop moja tunapata 150,000 per acre. Na saa hii tunaenda kupata 300,000 per acre. Hiyo ni faida kwa mkulima. Na tunaenda kufanya kwa mwaka moja, tunaenda kufanya mara 2.
The farmers, however, want the national government as well as the Kisumu County government to address market challenges. For Lunchtime News, I am Wycliffe.
Well, we now want to take you to Mathare, where President William Ruto is addressing area residents. Let's just listen into that.
Tuko pamoja jameni. Sikizeni wangwana wa Mathare. Mathare hoye! Mathare hoye! Pia jambo la pili, nimekuja hapa. Nimekuja maneno ya TVET. Hapa tuko na shule, tuko na ardhi. Leo nimekuja kuanzisha TVET ama Technical Training College ambayo tutaweka milioni 100 kujenga. Ndio vijana wa hapa Mathare mupate mahali ya kutafuta ujuzi, ufundi na muweze kusonga mbele. Leo tumeanzisha na itasonga mbele. Ya tatu, tumekuja hapa kwa sababu Waswahili wanasema ahadi ni nini? Na dawa ya deni si ni kulipa. Mimi nilikuja hapa nikawaambia tutafanya program ya affordable housing. Leo mimi nimekuja hapa kuanzisha program ya affordable housing. Nyumba 5,400 tumeanzisha ujenzi wake leo. Sikizeni vijana wa Mathare, vijana hoye, vijana hoye. Kwa hiyo program ya affordable housing nimesema na nimemwambia contractor wale watakaofanya kazi hapa kwa hiyo program ya affordable housing ni vijana 2,000 wa kutoka hapa Mathare. Vijana muko? Vijana muko? Hebu nione wala vijana wanasema wako tayari. Vijana muko tayari? Jambo la 4, mimi nimefurahi kwamba MCA wetu pamoja na gavana wetu wame-upgrade ile facility ya hospitali. Sasa leo tumekuja kufungua hiyo dispensary hapo iweze kusaidia watu wa Mathare. Wapi makofi ya mjumbe wetu wa MCA wa hapa? Wapi nduru ya gavana wetu Mheshimiwa Sakaja? Hawa jamaa kwa kuungana wanatufanyia kazi mzuri pale kwa mambo ya hospitali. Pia watu wa Kosovo oye! B4 oye! Kidadhuru oye! Mimi nimekuja hapa kwa sababu hapa kwenu iko giza, hakuna stima. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Ni kweli ama si kweli? Sasa sikizeni. Mimi nimemwambia waziri wetu wako hapa sasa, nimekuja na waziri Opiyo Wandayi. Na nimemwambia waziri Opiyo Wandayi ya kwamba watu wa hapa Kidadhuru, watu wa Kosovo na B4 hawawezi kuendelea kukaa kwa giza. Na ndio sababu hiyo mimi nimempatia miezi 4 peke yake. By August, kufikia Agosti, watu wa hapa wawe wamewakisha stima kama watu wa Kenya sehemu zingine na watu wa Nairobi sehemu zingine. Mathare hoye! Mathare hoye! Basi mimi nimefurahi sana. Nataka nimshukuru mjumbe wenu Bwana Onwatch. Amenisukuma sana. Amenisukuma kama wheelbarrow. Ati ndio TVET ijengwe, affordable housing ijengwe, tujenge primary schools hivi, ndio Mathare ipatilike. Sawa sawa. Mwisho, vijana wa Mathare, munajua jana tulilaunch program ya Nairobi River Regeneration, na mimi nimeamurisha ya kwamba tuongeze vijana, wafike vijana 40,000 katika program ya Climate Works. Tunaelewana? Na vile vile jana niliamurisha ya kwamba hawa vijana wanaofanya kazi hiyo ya Climate Works waongezewe kakitu, ndio dunia iweze kusonga mbele. Na hiyo kazi mimi nitafanya kwa sababu tunataka tuwapange. Tumekubaliana jameni? Mimi nawapenda sana. Mimi na Walombotov. Asante sana kwa kunikaribisha. Wacha nichukue nafasi hii nimkaribishe Deputy President wa Republic of Kenya, Professor Kithure Kindiki.
Is President William Ruto, of course, with other leaders, including the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, speaking at Mathare, where he is on the 2nd day of his tour of Nairobi County. We shall be giving you details of what happens during that tour today in our subsequent bulletins. Horticultural interceptions by the European Union are expected to drop once Kenya shifts to biopesticides. The Center for Agriculture and Bioscience International Senior senior scientist Joseph Mulema says that so far 35 million shillings has been raised to biologically contain caterpillar attacks on broccoli plantations destined for the EU market.
Our 40 interceptions of horticulture consignments destined for the European market last year due to high residue levels and pest attacks on some consignments. The Center for Agriculture and Bioscience International says Kenya plans to reduce broccoli interceptions due to high residue levels through use of biopesticides in a 35 million shillings biopesticides project.
And the major crops we are working on in Kenya will be broccoli, on which we are going to be testing Zentari, which is a biopesticide that, as I said, manages Lepidoptera insects, so that the butterflies.
This is one of the projects that will see broccoli export farmers trained on safe use of broccoli biopesticides and proper crop husbandry to meet the high European Union phytosanitary standards.
We want to enable, it's one of the missions of Italian cooperation of ICGB, to enable local solutions that can become products also at an international level to decrease the import.
The project will be extended to cover cabbages and cauliflower production.
Collaboration will help us be able to make sure that the small-scale farmer out here is able to access this product, is aware of the products, and therefore, of course, at the end of the day, we are looking at sustainable food production.
Benson Rioba reporting for Lunchtime News.
Data Commissioner Immaculate Kasait is calling for more efforts to bridge the gender gap in cybersecurity. Speaking at the Top 100 Cybersecurity Women in Africa 2025, Kasait is urging more women to explore opportunities in cybersecurity as the government pushes for increased female participation in the tech industry.
As Africa embraces a digital transformation, the demand for cybersecurity professionals continue to outpace supply. However, women remain underrepresented in this field despite their growing contribution.
We have to do both downstream and upstream. The fact that we are seeing more people and more women in particular enter the space, the cyberspace, is something that will make us reflect and even motivate young girls to want to go into that space.
During the unveiling of the Cyber School Top 100 Cybersecurity Women in Africa 2025, Data Commissioner Immaculate Kasait has underscored the importance of onboarding more women into the profession.
We still have disparity in terms of balancing between women and men in terms of tech, but seeing us celebrate top 100 women in cybersecurity in Africa, it's an opportunity for us to motivate young people to go into that space, those in college.
To address this gap, our cyber school has introduced initiatives like Bug Bounty to equip women with hands-on cybersecurity skills, as well as SMEs in the tech sector.
We also have the fellowship program that we run with SMEs, where we place individuals who've been trained to have the practical skills to work with SMEs in rotations of 3 months, and we work with with various associations in Kenya. We work with the various professional bodies.
Experts at the conference have stressed the need for small and medium enterprises to proactively seek cybersecurity guidance, warning that no organization is immune to cyber threats. Wairimo Jenga for Lunchtime News.
And the Kenyan creative industry is set to receive a significant financial boost to address the sector's long-standing funding challenges. A 730 million shillings initiative has been launched by Heva Fund to support over 7,000 creative entrepreneurs across various sectors, including fashion, film, content creation, and performing arts. According to Wakiuru Njuguna, managing partner at Heva Fund, the initiative will provide tailored financial solutions to creatives who have historically struggled to access capital through traditional banking systems. Under the program, entrepreneurs can access loans of up to 999,999 shillings through Otakopa, while those requiring larger amounts can apply for loans ranging between 1 million and 4.9 million shillings. apologize for that technical hitch on that clip. We move on to other news. Smallholder farmers in Kwale County have received a significant boost as the county government rolls out the distribution of 45 tons of free seeds. The initiative aims to enhance food production and strengthen food security in the region. While launching the program, county leaders urged farmers to take full advantage of the ongoing long rains to maximize their harvests and secure future food supply. The distribution includes a variety of seeds such as maize, green grams, cowpeas and rice, all provided to support agricultural growth and sustainability.
Itaweza kupata mbegu hizi. Kuna zile mbegu ambazo zimeangaliwa kulingana na sehemu yake. Kwa hivyo tunapeana mbegu tani 45. Kuna mbegu za mahindi, kuna mbegu za kunde na kuna mbegu za pojo, vile vile kuna mbegu za mpunga.
Patapo hizi mbegu msiziweke nyumbani. Muende nazo kwa shamba immediately, mara moja. Kwa sababu mazao ya kilimo, hasa mahindi na hizi nafaka zingine, inategemea ule wakati ambao utaweza kupanda. Ukipanda mapema, basi kuna uwezekano kwamba utavuna mazao mazuri.
Government has been urged to improve internet connectivity to hasten economic growth as marketing and advertising firms leverage tech-savvy youth to boost brands and product visibility, buoyed by traction in online and digital marketing models. As such, multinational company DDB has launched an online application promotion platform incorporating in-depth cooperation with major global information sharing platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok and Facebook, and is seeking to recruit youth from across the country.
Once you know how to work online, I understand there are so many online opportunities on the road. So it will help you, help your colleagues, help your friends, so that at least you don't stay just idle in the house waiting to be given some money by your parents or some relatives. At least when you earn your own money, it becomes more sweeter.
These online tasks are the normal day-to-day apps we usually use in our gadgets like mobile phones and computers. And by completing the tasks, you will have advertised the tasks. The tasks will reach more people worldwide, and more people will get to use those applications to run their day-to-day life.
And an insurer is incentivizing uptake by offering value adds targeting women with the goal of ensuring peace of mind as they navigate life. Kingdom Bank, in partnership with Canon Group, have customized an insurance product with added benefits such as handbag contents coverage, accommodation in cases of accident, and protection against political violence. Kingdom Bank Managing Director Anthony Mburu says the Faidi Dada Moto cover that mainly targets women offers financial management, personal safety and security.
Dada, 6,000 women later, from 0 to 6,000 women later that have partnered with us. They've opened accounts, they've saved, they've borrowed, but more than just numbers, this is about tangible change that we have witnessed in the lives of the women that we've engaged with.
We're seeing what we are setting up as something that will continue as we support ourselves, support one another, and build a brighter and prosperous future for us and for generations that will come after us.
We are ensuring that women get a comprehensive and affordable motor cover that has additional benefits such as covering your handbag's contents, the iPads, the iPhones, the laptops, in case of an accident or theft. The cover also has a life protection element to ensure our clients always have peace of mind.
Beehive of activities in various car workshops as the clock ticks on the 2025 WRC Safari Rally Kenya, which is scheduled to rev off next week on Thursday here in Nairobi. Local drivers are putting the final touches to their cars as they await to test them on the gravel course that has always proved to be the ultimate test of endurance. The drivers, however, decried lack of sponsorship as a major hindrance to their participation in this year's championship that has only seen 2 local ladies crew make make their entries. That is Pauline Shegu, who will be navigated by Lynette Ayuko, and the mother and daughter team of Tinashe and Caroline Gatimu, who have been sponsored by KCB. The Africa Rally Junior champion Hamza Anwar has not been able to secure sponsorship this time round and is still calling out on corporates to come to his aid as he looks forward to power his Ford Fiesta to the podium in the RC2 category. And so is Akif Virani, who will compete in a Skoda Fabia. The three drivers all made it to the finish last year.
Representing our country. You are our mouthpiece. If you can support women, they are ready to rally. We have everything. The kids are ready, but we just need money to run these cars. The cars are ready. You can see even the other cars, apart from this one, which I'm supposed to drive this year, Evo, from Subaru to Evo. I appreciate the little one that I've gotten, especially from Vivo, Shell. They've supported us in our for the fuel of gas, but there's still more that we need.
It's been a challenge. Couple of days to go to WRC. We still have not received any sponsorship or any commitments. We're looking out for corporates, businesses to come out, look out for us. We're willing to accept anything at this point, just so we make sure we get to the presidential flag off come Thursday.
So it's been very difficult because the engine just arrived on Friday, new rebuild. Plus all our parts arrive Friday, so it's been a lot of last minute because sponsors are not there, but nonetheless we still have to push on just in case somebody turns up, then at least we have the car ready.
Kenyatta University emerged the winners of the 14th edition of Kenya University Sports Federation Women Championships held at Meru University of Science and Technology. The championship attracted 29 universities.
25 universities, both public and private, competing for titles in 19 sporting disciplines. Kenyatta University registered an outstanding performance that saw them win the handball title after dislodging Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, JKUAT, 26-14, while Masinde Muliro University won the hockey gong after they beat Kenyatta University 3-1. In netball, Kenyatta University beat Embu University 28-20 in the finals. Masinde Muliro University won the football title after trouncing Kenyatta University 3-0. Kenyatta University lifted tennis, taekwondo and rollball titles. According to the Kenya University Sports Federation Women Championships, the games are aimed at celebrating women and nurturing talent.
Athletes or female athletes are always top-notch when it comes to employment. They always get the first chances to be employed as compared to those who have never competed in any co-curricular activity. So we are encouraging our girls amongst all our members, that's the universities, to keep appreciating and taking part in the annual Women's Edition every year.
Sports within our curriculum plays a crucial role in shaping our students' long-term discipline in our institutions, the teamwork and the dedication that we normally see through the teamwork that they show. Through participation, we are able to appreciate the importance of the commitment, discipline, time management, and also goal setting.
Meanwhile, Kakamega County Taekwondo Association has selected players who will feature for the county at the forthcoming national championships. The selected players are also hopeful.